call yourself a comic book reviewer unless you look at My Little Pony. Friendship is magic. I am not a brony, but I do have a 3-year-old running around the house. So, I'm interested in getting my 3-year-old into sequential art. And you got to hit them where they're at, all right? So, My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. Of course, IDW did all the covers and all the things and across the way, so you kind of get an idea on, here you go, let's go collect 5 different covers, 6 different covers. So it's cute, right? It's My Little Pony. How can you go wrong unless you're watching this on TV for the whole afternoon because you have a 3-year-old in the house? So it is corrosive to an adult's brain, but for a kid, this is perfect. And if you want to introduce your kid to sequential art, hitting them with their characters that they really love is a good way of getting them started. And that's why I really like the IDW is doing My Little Pony, right? It's just like the comic book, it's just like the TV series, but it gets the kid into that sequential art thing, and it gives them characters that they can love, and it gives that big whole kind of where in the world is Carmen Sandiego kind of viewpoint feel, because there's so much detail in the imagery that it's really kind of neat. And of course it's all chaos, because who is it? It's My Little Pony. So you really do end up with that whole chaotic feel that you kind of get in the TV series. But again, you want to get your kid into sequential art. Start them with the characters that they totally love. And this is where the My Little Pony comic book is so super important. And I'm really, really glad that IDW is doing this. And it is just because of that process that, again, 5 covers, there's a lot of bronies out there. It's okay, we can turn this into a joke. But again, when you've got a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old and they're just learning how to read and they're just learning how to get their way through life, this is actually a really good thing. And it has all the characters in it. So it has Applejack and others. And I have stood on My Little Pony's toys in the living room in the dark. So I kind of like traumatic flashback to all this whole thing. But again, it's a good comic book. Especially if you want to get your kids involved in sequential art and you want to get them going. You can find these, interestingly enough, at the discount comic book store in the dollar bins. Because again, very limited lifespan on these things. Because you give a comic book to a 3-year-old and they're going to be ripping pages out. They're going to be going, oh my God, this is so great. I love My Little Pony. So if you are lucky enough to pick up a copy, definitely either try to get it secondhand because you're giving it to a 3-year-old. But if you really are collecting, then go ahead and pick up 2 copies, put one in a bag and bin. Make sure you get the super rare cover or the limited print cover for yourself, and then go ahead and just give the reading copy off to the kid and let them do their thing, because they'll be all excited because you got them a comic book, right? Kids, when they're 3 years old, 4 years old, and they're just learning how to read, really need something to tie into. And this can become a really good nighttime reading comic book for you and your kid along the way. Right? So definitely right audience, good coloring, good lettering, easy to read, a lot of fun, decidedly kid-friendly, and that's important when you get into comic books, especially if you want to introduce your kids to sequential art. So overall, 5 of 5 comic books, and I really appreciate that IDW did this. It's a good thing. It's something I think that we can all enjoy over time. And again, it helps get the kids reading and gets them into sequential art so that comic books will survive as an art form. So again, this is Comics Forge on YouTube. We appreciate all the views that we're getting from my mom on this, which is great, but I need you guys to help participate with us. So if you've got the time and the energy, please do go ahead and share and like and comment and all the rest of it for us so we can get this channel better established. And hopefully by the time you're seeing this, we are better established and we have more than just me and my mom watching this. And otherwise, I think we're in good shape. So again, thanks so much from Comics Forge, and you all have a great day. And don't forget to like or subscribe or all that other YouTube stuff.